The Season 2 champion, Ray Rogers, has not had the luck on his side this season by any means. Does pick up the pole tonight. Does that mean maybe a little bit of extra ump in a race that he almost won 1 season ago? The iRacing pace car peels on off. 2 races to go until the playoffs. Time to rev up at the home of NASCAR, Charlotte Motor Speedway. The SimMax 300 underway on Podium eSports. A monumental run for the Prestige Worldwide Racing driver in that green number 4 machine. Contact for the lead. Harlow moves Dobbs up the track. New leader, the 19, and Dobbs slides back to 4th. Redding throws it deep into the corner, way on the outside now. On board here on the crew shot number 71, trying to utilize that inside lane as the center of the track continues to slick off. Drivers have to make a decision, but the only driver really making moves in that slick stuff, well, of course, it's Brandon Proud, but on the outside now, John Hine trying to maneuver his way back into the top 5. Tremendous block by Lapcevich. I don't know how he got down there that quick without getting turned around. And here comes 3rd place in the championship points on the outside lane. Jake Cochio getting a little bit of help. Rain is trying to make that 3rd lane work, and they might get some friends. Here comes Vargas too. For the only time this season, it is time to hop across the Atlantic and take a trip to Europe, as time trickles down to become a virtual champion of the international world of NASCAR stock car racing. This worldwide all-star battle takes place on another road course full of twists and turns as drivers from NASCAR Mexico, the Canadian NASCAR Pinty Series, and the NASCAR Drive for Diversity attempt to outduel the drivers of Euro NASCAR on their home pitch. Good evening and welcome to the semifinal round of iRacing's coverage of the 2022 D-Box eNASCAR International iRacing Series powered by Digital Motorsports, live from iRacing's virtual Circuit Zolder in Belgium. Alongside Kenneth Bueno, I am Devon Henry. Our producer today is Ryan Bauer, making all the magic happen with cameras provided by Dougie Beard. Well, Kenneth, we have officially reached clutch time. Just 2 races to go in the series, and we reach our 2nd road course of the year. Typically, this little short series, the little sprint races we have are typically road course heavy. This year, we only have 2. And of course, it was the Canadian taking home the win on Canadian soil at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. Trey Lapcevich, he will be definitely one of the contenders tonight. But first of all, you got to beat the Europeans who run here 2 times a year, Kenneth, in the real world. It is the semifinal in the virtual world. The Frenchman, Paul Giuffreau, to lead us to the green flag. The D-Box eNASCAR International iRacing Series, powered by Digital Motorsports, coming down to the clutch. Who will take home the title? It's our final road course start at Circuit Zolder. And just in front of him in that yellow and green machine, the 42-year-old Portuguese driver, Miguel Gomez, not really satisfied with his real-world racing starts here at Circuit Zolder this year. A DNF in race 1 and a 12th place finish in Euro 2 in his 2 races. But the 42-year-old, who is the first ever full-time Portuguese driver in Euro NASCAR, hoping to bring it into the sim world here. If you take a look at him on board inside of the real world, inside of his cockpit, trying to get himself a good finish here. In this battle for 10th right now is really heating up, but it's also allowing some of the drivers ahead of them to pull out away. And Cosio right now in full damage control mode as he has a little bit of brake lockup. Because he came into tonight 3rd overall in the points series. He was very much still alive in this championship if he could catch up to Trey Lapcevich. But now that gap is really going to expand. He was 10 points behind your leader Lapcevich as Barnes trying to hound the rear bumper of the 23 car. Vargas has made a couple of moves. He's now passed Gordon Barnes and Frederick Gabillon. So he continues to move forward as he's just kind of mired in the back part of this field, and he gets tagged by Barnes.
On Lapcevich, and here he comes to the outside for P4.
The young Mexican and Canadian dueling here in Belgium in the eNASCAR International Series. Can't quite get a grip, though, and find his way around Lapcevich, and they continue to go bumper for bumper. And boy, Giorgio Maggi has himself quite a show. Needs some popcorn in that cockpit. Final quarter for Paul Giuffreau into turn number 10. He will become the 9th different winner in D-Box eNASCAR International iRacing Series history. The European protects home turf at Zolder. Paul Giuffreau wins in Belgium.